Okay, we're back now. These pants were a bit easier than I thought to split, so we'll just go ahead and split them. If I run into difficulty, then I'll just stop it and go through it. You know, I don't want to be embarrassed. Okay, what I did was I messed up last episode and didn't show you the cuffs, but we'll go on from there. Okay, I split the inseam of this, and I lucked out in the fact that the inside seam goes with it. So we get to witness one seam split. You know, if you get hung up, just get in there and cut that. There, see? Now before, as you can see, boy, I get quite a bit of a yardage out of these pants. Now, when I split the cuff, whee! Okay. You can get a bunch out of that also. See, like, look at that. If you're lucky. See, I got another, gosh, about 2 inches. Okay, yeah, okay, there you go. Out of that. But look, the back of it wore out, so I'm going to lose out on that. What I'll do is I'll just scissor that off for one of my final cut. Okay, now I'll show you the other side. The other leg, and we'll have this spread out. I call this skinning because, boy, I tell you, I can skin someone up real good right now. Good training. Not that I want to skin somebody, but you never know. Right, let's move on. Hope I can pull this off and it goes good as the other one. And like I said again, try not to cut the cloth. You know, that's not your goal. Your goal is to split this seam. And you can adjust it any way you can get an angle on it. It's pretty much what I'm doing. See? Yeah, this ought to do. Couldn't drag me away. And you just tug it and start splitting. You gotta be a bit brave about it, you know, or else you get screwed. And if any part gives you a little trouble, you can always turn and go the other way. That way you don't, you don't wipe it out. This takes a lot of time. Plus I'm trying to do it for the camera. There we go. Because you really don't want to cut into the cloth. Once you cut into it, you got to cut the whole strip. You know, of course, quilt making, you can be that way, I guess. You know, mistakes are kind of, they're not mistakes, they're called character flaws. Right? Of course, when I want to do it, it messes up. Drag me away. Right then, someday. I've only got 3 CDs left after all the kids got a hold of my stuff. You know, they wiped them out and broke them. They get jobs, I'll make them buy me some. A couple of them got jobs, but they got all selfish. Ran off. That's fine. There we go. My blade's a bit dull, I think. Hello, Meanie. You pee on anything in here, dog, and I swear. I'll use them as a necklace. That'd be something to tell somebody. Oh, nice necklace. Oh, yeah, it is. I've been living out here too long, man. There we go. Like I said, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you gotta fight for an hour to, you know. That last pair I did, oh my God. It was absolute fight to get that thing skinned. But it takes, you know. These wits right here take your mind off those worries, don't they? You got satin shoes. I don't like Rolling Stones. Well, I like Rolling Stones, the old ones. You know. Cocaine eyes. Okay, there we go. Now, in this pair of pants, I guess I lucked out by the inside seam splits out real well. You know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Like I said, avoid tearing. Just like skinning. Okay, that's the end. Like I said, I split the cuffs. That's the same as any split job. So yeah, once I show you one, I'll show you the other. The only reason I'm doing this is to fill in time and show you, you know, sometimes it can be a bummer. Everybody seen that? Good. See, I cut into it. Darn it. But I'll probably lose this cuff anyway. But you never know. Now, just one side of these pants. And look at that. Look at the material I have. Like I said before, you know, I've been a cutter, welder, mechanic, all that most of my life. And have to make do with whatever's out in the yard, that kind of thing. That's where this idea came from. You know, so if you want to get all, you know, manly man and hey, dudes don't do that. Okay, see this? It's a cutting torch. See my sewing machine? Well, you've seen it. It's the welder. So let's shelf that crap and get, you know, get with it. The original idea came up with I was going to use battle dress uniforms, you know, cargo pockets, this and that, and I still haven't yet. But this will be my, you know, get me going. All right, there you go. See, I've got. If I use the whole thing, because I don't know if I use the top. 42 inches by, say, I can only use, this is my shortest measurement, so this will be my baseline. I can only use this length anywhere, because it's the shortest length. So I'll measure from here. That was 42 by 22. Alright, I'm going to shut this off. I don't know, let's move on. Okay, now what I will do next is I'll split the front, depending on what I'm going to do. I'll do the same thing with this seam, and I'll bust the zipper depending on what I want to do. If I want to trim all this off or leave it as a pocket on the blanket, depends on what the customer wants or whoever. What happens is people give me their old pants and I strip them down and I do this. Soon I'm going to work on trying to save the zippers for bags for the tops that I cut off. I'm going to make those into like cool ass handbags. Also, I would probably usually strip this waistband completely off and then get a straight line up here if I'm using the tops, because all this will be cut off, this will stay. I'll trim this off. Now I'm going to go ahead and split this because I don't want to save this zipper, and I'll show you how I'll straighten this out. Alright, bye, and I'll pause the music too, or I'll start the song over. Oh!